everybody? It is your girl, Sugary Girl Candy 2012, and I am here to bring you guys a new video. So, first things first, I'm gonna try to knock this video out as accurately and fast as possible because I am so tired from work and I've just been exhausted. But I've been wanting to talk about these topics for the past week and a half now, so thought I'd make it now while I have just a bit of energy and consciousness. But I'm really tired. But we gonna get through this. So anyway, you guys seen the title and you pretty much already know what I'm about to talk about. I got about three things that I want to talk about that I've been discussing and talking about on Twitter. Okay, so if you guys are not a part of Twitter, um, it's really wild and I don't know. It's just a whole too many things go down on Twitter when it comes to gaming, and it's just really interesting. Okay, so this really interesting topic that I've come across now is about exclusives. Excuse me, I was about to say consumers. Oh my gosh, but it's about exclusives. And what about exclusives? Okay, so now it's apparently bad that exclusives. Let me rephrase that portion. So now it's apparently bad for one console to have exclusive games. Well, not one console, any console to have exclusive games. Now it's anti-consumer to have exclusive games. Where has this come from, you might ask, or you might be wondering? Xbox fanboys, of course. Not Xbox fans, Xbox fanboys. Two different breeds, okay? So now, apparently, it is evil that Sony has so many different games and exclusives on their console because Sony's games have been doing pretty fucking well. Horizon Zero Dawn just hit over 10 million sales. It was the articles about that was released last week, and then God of War went over 10 million, possibly more now. Spider-Man went over 10 million, and a few other PlayStation titles, exclusive titles that have went over selling 10 million copies. Okay, and since then, it has gotten a lot of people pretty fucking butthurt. um, and then that discussion about exclusives being anti-consumer just started being this huge fucking topic online, on Twitter, online of course, blah blah blah. Um, and I just started shaking my head because it was just really weird to me that like Sony are the only company that gets this type of shit. Like when Sony get exclusive games, it's anti-consumer. It's wrong. And then you have these people coming out with these ridiculous, typing these ridiculous comments saying, I've never owned a console just to have exclusives and da 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 da. Like, I'm sorry, but if you've been gaming for a very long fucking time, then there is a reason that you decided to get another console over the one you already own. Obviously, it's because of that exclusive game that you cannot get on that console. Otherwise, if you weren't about exclusives, then being a one console owner wouldn't bother you and you would just deal with what you have on that console. But because you've seen this cool looking fucking game on, say, the PlayStation or the Xbox or a Nintendo console, then, ooh, excuse me, I'm burping. That made you want to go out and buy that said console, right? So in a way, you do give a shit about exclusive games, and exclusive games are important to you. Okay? Without exclusives, then what will really like what would really be the point of the big three? Like it wouldn't be any competition, it wouldn't be any fun if we were all playing all of the games on one fucking console. Like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that, to be quite honest. Like it just wouldn't be, it would just be weird. Like they all wouldn't have their uniqueness. Like it wouldn't be unique in any type of way. Neither of the consoles would be unique, to be quite honest, if they all shared the same type of titles. Okay, at least that's the only way I can really explain it. I'm sure there's a better way somebody else can explain it, but I just can't explain it. But it's just really weird that, again, Sony are the ones getting all of this shit and not anybody else. Like Nintendo's not getting this shit, and Xbox not even getting this shit, and the Xbox fanboys are just like, barraging Sony with this shit. You guys are anti-consumer for keeping this game or having this game exclusive. God of War being exclusive is anti-consumer. Horizon Zero Dawn being exclusive is anti-consumer. Spider-Man being um, exclusive is anti-consumer. Which is fucking weird, considering the fact that after E3 2018, when Microsoft bought all those fucking studios, including Ninja Theory, then all of a sudden tunes changed, and then it was like, yay, go Microsoft, they're gonna make all these damn games. But it was like, then you guys were just saying, but weren't you guys just like literally talking about Sony being anti-consumer for having exclusives, but yet here you are sitting here being excited for Microsoft for having exclusive games? I mean, even though, you know, these studios they have bought haven't really came out with anything, it's just the whole point of it. Like, how can you be mad at Sony for having exclusive games, but here you're excited about Microsoft for making exclusive games? I don't know. I just find that so weird, and you know, it's just Xbox fanboys are some of the biggest hypocrites, bro. I tell you, like, I really fucking tell you. At least from like the ones I've seen on Twitter. Like the ones on Twitter are just fucking awful, bro. Like they are just fucking awful. So moving on from that topic, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is okay. So if you haven't been keeping up with gaming news, and I'm sure you guys have had to run into at least one, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on a gaming website like IGN, or you know whether you're on Twitter, you've seen articles about Anthem, which is Anthem has like it's a pretty much a game that's kind of 50-50. Like some people like it, some people hate it, and some people say it's addicting, but it's still kind of terrible. It's not that good, and da 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 da. So Anthem is like between terrible and good. But anyway, so now all of a sudden, all of these articles start popping out about Anthem, you know, bricking PS4s and shit like that. And then you know, obviously you have people, yeah, you know, Sony, they have a weak console, and da da da. Then you have other people that say, are fortunate enough to not have run into any of these issues. Like, I don't know. I call myself pretty fucking lucky too. I ain't even gonna front, because when I get a game and like a whole rack of other people are having issues with that said game, and I'm just playing this game so flawlessly, I'm like, I don't see what the big deal is. Like, I'm not having any issues, so like this is an issue that happens to some people, and then other people are just more fucking lucky, okay? But anyway, so now because of that situation revolving around Anthem breaking fucking PS4s and consoles and shit, now all of a sudden the PS4's power is shit because of it. Like Anthem is too powerful for the PS4, and that's why it's breaking PS4s and shit. Like, there are so many other games that have a whole lot of fucking issues, but yet, like, third parties, by the way, okay? Because it's really like third parties that have most of these issues when it comes to their games. And obviously you won't really see too much of that in exclusive games, because exclusive games are catered to that one console. They don't have to worry about making that game for every other console or platform or whatever. But exclusives, you know, they're catered to it. They, you know, they're good. But third parties, not so much, you know. You know, sometimes third party developers seem to favor one console over the other, and da 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 da. One version is always better than the other, okay? Um, I don't know if EA has some type of agenda for Sony, because Sony aren't allowing EA Pass on their system. Honestly, it's not worthy of it, because EA have been I mean, Sony rejecting the EA Pass, I don't fucking blame them. EA has been god awful, like, as of late. I can't even say as of lately. They've been just been god awful a lot. Like, you know, all the job losses and just like shutting down fucking studios and shit like that. It's just been insane. Like, I don't honestly know how EA are still in business and how they're able to publish games. Like, this shit just sound like DQ all over again, and like how the developers under them, aka like Volition, used to spill all the fucking tea on the official Saints Row forums about how terrible DQ were, and how like a lot of those DLC ideas actually came from DQ to give the game Saints Row more appeal. Like the stripper DLCs, all that shit that y'all seen in Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 3, all was coming from DQ because they thought it would give Saints Row more appeal. But I'm thinking that the developers wanted to do something different when it came to the DLC. But anyway, but yeah, like EA is terrible, so I honestly do not blame Sony for rejecting the EA Pass, and like, you know, they just been god awful. So honestly, since they're kind of, I feel like they're in cahoots with Microsoft just a bit. But I don't know. It's just been so awful, man. Anthem is just. I feel bad. Like I really feel bad for BioWare being under them, and the fact that if they had a bit more time to work on Anthem, it would be good because I remember seeing this game at E3. First seeing it at E3, I was like, yeah, I'm not really into space shooters and shit. Like that's not. Those aren't really my type of games, but it just, in a way, it just kind of stood out just a bit. And I'm like, this game looks really kind of cool. I'm not even gonna front. So I kind of added it to my to get lists, like games to get. But, like the more articles that just released about it, the more it was just kind of turning me off because, all these dire articles just made me, I don't know if I want it now. And then it just went from like maybe a thought to, what, I might just wait till it goes to the bargain bin to now, what, I'm just going to pass. Especially after all of this bricking business, bricking consoles. But I think it's just ridiculous that Xbox fanboys or just anybody period are just pulling at anything that they possibly can just to make Sony and the PS4 look fucking terrible, which is weird because some of these people that do this are multi-console owners. And you would think with these people being multi-console owners, owning an Xbox One, a PS4, and a Switch, you would think they would be neutral. But a lot of them just go so fucking hard for Microsoft, it makes no fucking sense. And I'm like, bro, you own all of the consoles. You even own a gaming PC. Shouldn't you have some type of neutrality about you? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's like you spent $400 on a PS4 just to sit there and hope that they fail. It's weird to me. It's fucking weird to me. Like, why even buy the console if you don't like Sony? Why waste your money like that to complain on a constant damn basis when you're pretty much getting games from every fucking system? Like, you have nothing to complain about, to be quite fucking honest. Like, it gets so annoying seeing those type of people on Twitter just like fawning over Microsoft this hard and just hoping that Sony fail, even though they own a fucking PS4. It's fucking weird to me, bro. Like you even have neutral PlayStation fans on play on who own just a PlayStation, but they can still see both sides, But you have some people that own just the Xbox One and a PlayStation 4, and they're neutral. And if they know Sony fucked up, they're gonna speak on it. If they know Microsoft fucked up, they're gonna speak on it. Okay. But I don't know. This whole situation revolving around this whole situation revolving around Anthem is just ridiculous, man. Like now, it's like again, y'all are taking just anything just to try to make Sony look bad and just to try to make it look like bad news and this and that. Like it's so dumb. Like the reach is crazy, dude. Like y'all really got to come a little bit better, cause we're talking about a console that is so fucking successful. People don't know what to do. Even though, excuse me, Microsoft never, I'm hot now. Even though Microsoft never like beat Sony in any console war, they always managed to keep up, But this generation has just been awful. And you know what? Come to think of it, I just read an article also on Twitter where it said, it was about Don Matrick, where I hope I said his last name right, but it said that even Don Matrick didn't have any confidence in the Xbox One, so it's like he was setting it up to fail by saying what he said. And if you don't know what he said, it was revolving around the Xbox One. At first, it was going to be online all the time, 24/7, and had to do a 24/7 check, And then when he was asked like, how is that going to work for people who don't have the fastest internet, or he was like, I got a solution for that. Get an Xbox 360. And yes, he said it like that rudely in 2013. And then, like, what, a year after, or maybe a few months after, he left the Xbox company. So, seeing an article like that where he already didn't have any faith in the Xbox brand, in the Xbox One, it was just like, wow. Whoa. Exposed much. But anyway, I think it's just so sad, man. Like, you guys, like, it's like you guys don't want Like, you guys hate Sony this damn much, and I know Sony have fucked up. They fucked up a lot, okay? They fucked up with the PlayStation 3 a lot. They fucked up with the PlayStation 4 a bit, but at the end of the day, we're gamers and we want games, okay? And the reason we choose specific consoles is because of the exclusives. You can't sit there and tell me that I didn't get this console for the exclusives, because then you'd be lying, okay? Because you can pretty much get third party any fucking where, but you chose that console specifically because it provided something else other than a simple third party game, okay? I chose my PS4 because of what they provide me, what they have been providing me over the past few years. I'm personally an introvert, okay? I play a lot of single player games. I play by myself and I enjoy playing by myself, and Sony provide me with a lot of single player opportunities. So it's like, why pass that up to play on a console where I'm not going to get that opportunity, okay? I'm not really a huge multiplayer gamer. I'm like more co-op gamer, okay? But like playing with a whole rack of people just isn't my style, to be quite honest. I don't like putting up with all the brats and shit online that like to throw all type of racial shit around and, just awful shit, you feel me? Um, but what else? I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna need for Xbox fanboys to get their shit together. And again, not to confuse them with Xbox fans, because they are the ones that actually got, even though they like their Xbox or love their Xbox or whatever, they're the ones that you can actually reason with and, say, Microsoft fucked up, and they'll be like, you know what, they did fuck up, okay? Da, 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 da. Those are the ones you can reason with. Fanboys, you can't, like, point blank, period, okay? What else? Oh, the Xbox One S. Now, I don't know if this is a joke or if this is actually the name of the console, but if it's the actual name of the console, I'm just in awe right now. Okay, so like I didn't even know like people were tweeting about. I was seeing it on my TL, and I'm like, maybe people are just like making fun of it or something because Microsoft decided to go with another letter from the alphabet to name their console. Okay, and next thing I know, just start seeing people calling it Xbox One sad, and I'm like, Xbox One sad. Oh, okay. But then, like, I'm typing in. I was gonna post a tweet. I don't know what that tweet was, but I was gonna post a tweet, and the tweet said, I don't know what the tweet. Talking about what the tweet said. I don't know what the fuck I was typing. I just know I was typing Xbox One hashtag Xbox One X. No, Xbox One, and then I seen the hashtag pop up, Xbox One S. No, Xbox One sad, and then I'm like, bro, what? And I'm sitting here just like googling it and researching it just to see if that's like the actual name or just people just kind of threw the A and a D at the end of it. But it's like then some people are saying yes, it's true, that's what they really named it. And I'm like, the other portion is like, no, it's just a joke and da 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 da. But now I'm sitting here wondering, like, did Microsoft really name their console Xbox One sad? Because that'd be really depressing, right? Unless sad actually stood for something, but that'd be a weird fucking coincidence. But fuck, that's whoa. If Xbox One sad is really the name of the console, I am just flabbergasted. Like, I'm flabbergasted right now. Wow, it's like when you didn't think they could mess up anymore, they have. Um, Also, I'm not sure if the Xbox One S. I'm not sure too many people are happy with it being discless. I'm not like, it's like, again, it's like one of them situations where it's like 50-50. Some people like it and some people hate it. Me personally, I wouldn't personally get any consoles that were discless and only allow me digital, because I like personally owning my copies of my games. I like seeing the little stack pile up when I buy the games and whatnot. I just like the feel of like actually owning the fucking game and whatnot. Like, I don't like the feel of just seeing it on my screen. Like, even to this day, I have some digital games in my PS4 library, but I can't. I don't like rocking with them because I like the physical editions of each of those games. So but yeah, it's this is gonna be really interesting. So they said the pre-orders for the Xbox One S is gonna start in May. close to June, obviously, but it's gonna start in May. This is gonna be really interesting to just see like how this shit plays out. Like I'm gonna try to keep myself updated with it and follow it just to see, how it all goes because this is really really interesting. Like oh my goodness. But anyway, I think I touched up on all the topics. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. If I did, I will definitely leave it somewhere in the comment section or edit it in the video, whatever, like I usually do. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the question of the day at the end of the video so you guys can give me your thoughts on how why do you think people are calling Sony PlayStation exclusive games anti-consumer now? What do you think of the Xbox One S discless version? And what do you think about Anthem breaking PS4s? And if you are a PS4 owner and you own Anthem, like, are you having any real serious issues with Anthem and whatnot? And I will talk to you guys later. Chucking the deuces, baby.